This video will cover number 3 in the geometric proofs in your additional proof packet. All right, given that ray QB bisects angle AQC and ray QC bisects angle BQD, we need to prove that angle AQB is congruent to angle CQD. Okay. So what I like to do to start, I like to go to what I'm trying to prove, and I'm going to highlight these pieces because that helps me visualize where I'm trying to get to in my proof. So I am done when I prove that my orange and blue angles are congruent. That's when I know I'm done. Okay. And so if I'm looking at my proof, I have pieces filled in already. So let's go to statement 1. Ray QB bisects angle AQC. Where did that come from? It was given to me. So my reason is simply given. Let's go to our next statement. Ray QC bisects angle BQD. Where did that come from? It was given to me. So now I know that I'm going to have to use these given statements somehow to help me make my way through this proof. They didn't just give these things to me for no reason. So I want to let's think about statement 1. What does it mean for ray QB to bisect angle AQC? Well, remember, we know bisect means to cut into 2 equal pieces. So we said that to bisect something means to cut the angle into 2 congruent pieces. And so that must mean that my orange angle must be congruent to angle BQC, right? Because ray BQ bisects this angle. So I'm going to go ahead, since I know something now about angle BQC, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this in yellow. So we said because ray QB bisects angle AQC, that angle AQB is congruent to angle BQC. And if you like to keep using the colors, you can kind of visualize where these angles are. You can highlight them in your proof as well. All right, so we used our first given. Let's go ahead and use our second given. They also tell us that ray QC bisects angle BQD. So that means it cuts it in half into 2 equal pieces. So we know that my yellow angle BQC, must be congruent to angle CQD. So I'm going to also put an arc here to show that they are congruent. We put it in our picture. Let's add that to our proof. We said angle BQC is congruent to angle CQD. So now I know, because I'm to the end of my proof, I'm going to have to use statements 3 and 4 to conclude my final statement. So usually, remember, when we're using statements up above, we're thinking maybe it's a transitive property or a substitution. So let's check. And the colors help me visualize. So I'm going to say this using colors. Orange is congruent to yellow, and yellow is congruent to blue. Well, if yellow is congruent to both orange and blue, doesn't that mean that orange and blue have to be congruent to each other? So this is if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. That's a transitive property right there. I would also accept substitution. You could think of it as substituting your orange angle in for your yellow into this statement. to get statement 5.